warning, the cantina was dark and filled with smoke. Dozens of alien mercenaries sat drinking, laughing, celebrating their latest victories. In the corner away from the noise sat Zarak. He was massive, 8 feet tall with thick grey skin covered in scars. Each scar told a story of battle, of survival, of death. His forearms rested on the table, claws sharp enough to cut through metal. Other mercenaries feared him. They whispered his name with respect. Zarak was the best hunter in the galaxy. He had destroyed colonies. He had conquered planets. He had killed warriors from 100 different species. Nothing scared him anymore. His communicator buzzed. A new job. Zarak looked at the screen. His yellow eyes widened. The payment was huge, more credits than he had ever seen. Enough to retire, to buy his own planet, to never work again. The job seemed simple. Hunt down a small colony ship. Capture or kill everyone inside. Bring back the cargo. Who are the targets? Zarak asked into his communicator. The voice on the other end paused. Humans. Zarak had never heard of humans before. He searched his database. The information appeared on his screen. Small creatures. Only 2 arms, no claws. No natural armor, no poison. No special abilities. They came from a planet called Earth. Far away in an empty part of the galaxy. Weak prey, Zarak thought. He smiled, showing rows of sharp teeth. He called his crew together. 50 of his best warriors. They gathered around him, excited about the new hunt. We have a job, Zarak announced. Easy targets. Big payment. We leave in 1 hour, his warriors cheered. They hit their weapons against the tables. This would be simple work, but one old mercenary at the bar turned around. His name was Vorak. He had more scars than Zarak. He had been hunting for 50 years. Did you say humans? Vorak asked quietly. The cantina went silent. Everyone looked at the old warrior. Yes, Zarak answered. Do you know them? Vorak's face changed. Fear appeared in his eyes. Real fear. This warrior who had faced death 1,000 times looked afraid. I know them, Vorak said slowly. I met them once, 20 years ago, and? Zarak asked, annoyed. I had a crew of 80 warriors. The best fighters money could buy. We attacked a human transport ship. Only 30 humans inside. No weapons, no armor. Just a civilian transport. Vorak took a long drink. His hands shook. How many survived? One of Zarak's warriors asked. From our side. Vorak looked up. 12. Only 12 of us made it out alive. The cantina exploded with laughter. Zarak's warriors could not believe it. 30 weak humans against 80 trained killers. Impossible. You are old and scared, Zarak said. Your memory is broken, but Vorak stood up. He was not angry. He was serious. Listen to me carefully, Vorak said. I am giving you a warning. A free warning that might save your life. He walked closer to Zarak. Never hunt humans. Just don't. Take any other job. Hunt any other species, but not them. Never them. Why? Zarak demanded. They are small, weak. My database says they have no natural weapons. Your database is wrong, Vorak said. Humans are not what they seem. They look weak, but they are monsters. They fight like nothing else in this galaxy. They do not stop. They do not surrender. They do not fear death, Zarak laughed. Oh, fool. You are afraid of small creatures. I am alive because I learned to fear them, Vorak said. Those who did not learn are dead now. All of them. Zarak stood up. His shadow covered the old warrior. I have killed thousands. I have destroyed armies. I fear nothing. Then you are already dead, Vorak whispered. You just don't know it yet, Zarak pushed past him. His crew followed, still laughing at the old warrior's words. As they left the cantina, Vorak called out one last time. When you meet them, you will understand. When you see what they really are, remember I warned you. But Zarak did not listen. He walked to his ship with his 50 warriors. The payment was too good. The job seemed too easy. How dangerous could small, weak creatures really be? His ship launched into space. The stars stretched around them. Somewhere ahead was the human colony ship. Somewhere ahead was the easiest job of his career, or so he thought. Zarak sat in his command chair, planning the attack. His warriors prepared their weapons. Everyone was confident. Everyone was ready, but deep in his mind a small voice whispered Vorak's warning. Never hunt humans. Zarak ignored it. That was his first mistake. It would not be his last. Part 2. First contact. Zarak's ship moved through space silently. His warriors checked their weapons for the 3rd time. Energy rifles, plasma blades, stun grenades. They had everything they needed. Target located. the navigator announced. Human colony ship ahead. Distance 5 kilometers. Zarek looked at the screen. The human ship was small, old. It looked like a cargo vessel, not a military ship. No heavy weapons, no shield generators, just a simple transport flying through empty space. Perfect prey, Zarek thought. How many life forms inside? He asked. Scanning now, the navigator said. 42 humans. Men, women, and children. Some of Zarek's warriors laughed. Children. This was not even a real hunt. This was just collection work. Surround them, Zarek ordered. Cut off all escape routes. 5 mercenary ships moved into position. The human vessel was trapped. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Zarek opened a communication channel. His face appeared on every screen inside the human ship. Attention human vessel, Zarek said. You are surrounded. Power down your engines. Prepare to be boarded. Surrender now and some of you might live. Silence. Then a voice answered. Calm. Quiet. Not afraid at all. This is Captain Sarah Chen of the colony ship New Hope. You are making a mistake. Leave now. This is your only warning. Zarek's warriors burst into laughter. A warning from them? From small, weak humans? You do not give warnings to me, Zarek growled. I give warnings. You have 2 minutes to surrender. No, the human captain said simply. You have 2 minutes to leave. After that, we will defend ourselves. More laughter from the crew. Defend themselves with what? The ship had no weapons. Your time is up, Zarek said. He cut the communication. Board the ship, he commanded. Take everything. Leave no witnesses. 50 warriors moved to the boarding pods. Zarek watched them go. This would be over in minutes. The pods attached to the human ship with heavy thuds. Cutting lasers burned through the hull. Doors opened. His warriors rushed inside. Zarek watched through their helmet cameras. The inside of the ship was dark. Emergency lights flickered. The corridors were empty. Where are they? One warrior asked. Spread out. Zarek ordered. Find them. They are hiding like scared animals. The warriors split into groups of 5. They moved through the ship carefully. Too carefully. Something felt wrong. Then the lights went out completely. Night vision, a warrior said. The cameras switched to thermal mode. That was when they saw it. Heat signatures. Dozens of them. Not running away. Moving closer. Surrounding them. Contact. A warrior shouted. The camera showed movement. Fast. Too fast. Something grabbed the warrior and pulled him into a vent shaft. His scream cut off suddenly. What was that? Another warrior yelled. Stay together. Zarek commanded. Do not separate. But it was too late. One by one, warriors started disappearing. Pulled into shadows. Dragged into vents. Taken from behind. The cameras showed only flashes of movement. Quick strikes. Silent kills. They are hunting us. A warrior screamed. The humans are hunting us. Zarek could not believe it. Humans, small, weak humans, fighting like this? He watched through the cameras as his best fighter, Krug, spotted a human. A small female, no armor. Just simple clothes, holding a piece of metal pipe. Krug laughed and charged. He was twice her size. His claws could tear through steel. The human moved so fast, she slid under his attack. Hit his knee with the pipe. He fell. She struck his throat. Then his head. 3 hits. Krug stopped moving. The human disappeared back into the shadows. Impossible, Zarek whispered. More warriors fell. The cameras showed brief moments of combat. Humans fighting with tools, with pipes, with their bare hands. They used the darkness. They used the vents. They used the ship itself as a weapon. They moved like ghosts, like predators. Retreat, Zarek finally ordered. Everyone back to the pods. 20 warriors ran for the exit. Only 20. 30 were already gone. They reached the boarding area. The pods were still there. They rushed toward escape, but the pod doors were sealed, welded shut from the outside. No, no, no! A warrior screamed, pulling at the doors. The lights came back on. Humans appeared at both ends of the corridor. Not running, not hiding, just standing there, watching, waiting. A human man stepped forward. He looked normal, average height, no weapons, no armor. But his eyes were cold, calm, like a hunter looking at trapped prey. You were warned, the human said quietly. You chose this. We are 50 trained warriors. A mercenary shouted. You are just weak humans. The human smiled, not a happy smile, a dangerous smile. You were 50, he said. Now you are 20, and we are just getting started. What happened next, Zarek could only watch through the cameras. The humans attacked. They were not wild, not emotional. They were precise, efficient. Every move had purpose. Every strike found its target. His warriors fought back with desperation. But the humans knew the ship. Every corridor, every turn, every vent shaft. They separated his warriors, divided them, picked them off one by one. Zarek watched warrior after warrior fall. These were fighters who had conquered planets. Now they died in a dark ship, hunted by creatures they thought were prey. Finally, only 3 warriors remained. They huddled together, weapons ready, surrounded. The human captain appeared, the woman from the communication. She walked up to them without fear. "Drop your weapons," she said. They did not move. She nodded. Humans stepped from the shadows. 20 of them, all watching. Already, the warriors dropped their weapons. "You will deliver a message," Captain Chen said. "You will return to your ship. You will tell everyone what happened here. You will tell them that we warned you, that we gave you a chance to leave." She stepped closer. "And you will tell them to never ever hunt humans again." The 3 warriors ran like frightened children, ran back to Zarek's ship. Zarek pulled them aboard and launched immediately. His ship fled into the darkness. Behind them, the human colony ship powered up its engines and continued its journey, calm, peaceful, like nothing had happened. Inside his command center, Zarek sat in silence. His claws gripped the chair. His mind could not accept what he had witnessed. He had lost 47 warriors. To 42 humans, civilians, not soldiers, just people protecting their families. One of the surviving warriors approached him. His voice shook. "Sir, what? What are humans?" Zarek did not answer. He could not answer. He only remembered Vorak's warning. Never hunt humans. Now he understood. Now he knew. But it was too late, because somewhere in the darkness of space, the human captain sent a message that would reach Earth, a message that would tell them what happened, and Zarek knew that humans would not forget. They would not forgive. They were coming. The hunters become. The hunted Zarek's ship limped through space. Half the systems were damaged. Emergency lights flickered in the dark corridors. The ship smelled of fear and defeat. 3 warriors. That was all that remained. 3 out of 50. They sat in the medical bay, silent. Their eyes stared at nothing. They had seen something that broke them. Something that changed everything they believed about the galaxy. Zarek stood on the command deck alone. His 4 arms gripped the railing. His yellow eyes watched the stars pass by. "Status report," he said quietly. "Engines at 40%. The ship computer replied. "Life support stable. Weapons offline. Estimated arrival at Station Krell, 6 hours. 6 hours. 6 hours until he reached the Mercenary station. 6 hours until he had to explain what happened. How could he explain? Who would believe him? A small colony ship. Civilian humans. No military training. They had destroyed his crew like it was nothing. "Sir." One of the surviving warriors entered the command deck. His name was Vex. His armor was dented. His weapons were gone. "What?" Zarek growled. "We need to talk about what happened back there." "We do not talk about it," Zarek said. "Ever. But sir, they were not normal. The way they moved, the way they fought. It was like they were predators," Zarek finished. "Like we were the prey." Vex nodded slowly. "I have fought in 100 battles. Against soldiers, against warriors, against trained killers. But those humans, they were different. It was like they enjoyed it." Zarek remembered the human captain's face. So calm, so cold. She had not been afraid. She had been in control the entire time. "The old mercenary was right," Zarek said. "Vorak warned me. I did not listen." Suddenly the ship's alarm blared. "Warning," the computer announced. "Unidentified ships approaching. Distance 200 kilometers. Zarek's heart froze. "How many?" 3 vessels. Medium size. Configuration unknown. "They are not in our database." "Show me." The screen lit up. 3 ships appeared. They were sleek, fast. Their design was strange. Not like any species Zarek knew. "Are they human ships?" Vex whispered. "Scan them," Zarek ordered. The computer worked for several seconds. Then it gave its answer. Confirmed. "Earth design. Human military vessels." The command deck went silent. "They followed us," Vex said, his voice breaking. "They actually followed us." Zarek's mind raced. The colony ship must have sent their location. Now human military was here, real soldiers. If civilians could destroy his crew, what could trained warriors do? Full speed, Zarek commanded. Run, engines cannot. I said run, Zarek roared. The ship pushed forward. Engines screamed. Metal groaned. But they moved faster. The human ships moved faster too. Incoming transmission, the computer said. Do not answer, Zarek said. The transmission came through anyway. A human face appeared on screen, male, young, wearing a military uniform. His expression was hard, angry. Attention, mercenary vessel, the human said. This is Commander James Rodriguez of the Earth Defense Fleet. You attacked our people, killed 3 of our civilians. We are here for justice. We are leaving your territory, Zarek said. The fight is over. The fight is over when we say it is over, Commander Rodriguez replied. You started this. We will finish it. What do you want? Surrender your ship. Surrender your crew. Face trial for your crimes, Zarek laughed. A bitter, desperate laugh. I will never surrender to humans. The commander's face did not change. Then you will die running. Your choice. The screen went black. They are powering weapons, Vex said. Evasive maneuvers, Zarek ordered. The ship turned hard, but the human vessels stayed with them. Like shadows, like hunters following wounded prey, a blast of energy hit their rear shields, shields that were already weak. The ship shook violently, shields at 20%. Vex shouted, another hit, then another. The human ships were not trying to destroy them quickly. They were playing with them, wearing them down. Return fire, Zarek commanded. Weapons are offline, sir. Then fix them. We cannot. The systems are completely destroyed. Zarek felt something he had not felt in years. True fear. The kind of fear that makes warriors forget their training. The kind of fear that makes predators run. Another blast. The shields failed completely. Hull breach on deck 3, the computer announced. Emergency force fields activated. The ship was dying, and Zarek knew there was no escape. But then, ahead of them, Station Krell appeared. The massive mercenary outpost floated in space. Hundreds of ships surrounded it. Thousands of warriors lived there. Get us to the station, Zarek ordered. They will not attack us there. The ship pushed forward with everything it had. The human vessels followed but stopped firing. They knew the station's rules. No fighting within station boundaries. It was neutral ground. Zarek's ship crashed through the docking bay doors. Metal screamed. Sparks flew. The ship slid across the floor and finally stopped. Silence. Zarek and his 3 warriors stumbled out. Station security surrounded them immediately. Dozens of armed guards pointed weapons. What happened to you? The station commander asked. He was a large alien with 4 eyes and thick armor. Humans, Zarek said simply. The words spread through the station like fire. Within minutes, hundreds of mercenaries gathered around the docking bay. They stared at Zarek's destroyed ship. They whispered among themselves, Zarek, the great hunter, destroyed by humans? Impossible. Look at his ship. Look at his crew. Only 3 survived. The station commander looked at Zarek with new eyes. Not respect, something else. Pity. The human ships are holding position outside the station, the commander said. They are asking for you. They want justice. This is neutral ground, Zarek said. They cannot touch me here. True, the commander agreed. But they are not leaving. They say they will wait. Days, weeks, years if needed. They are very patient. Zarek walked to a window. Outside, the 3 human ships waited, silent, watching, like wolves waiting for prey to come out of its hole. In that moment, Zarek understood something terrible. The galaxy had been wrong about humans. Everyone had been wrong. Humans were not weak. They were not prey. They were apex predators who chose to be peaceful. And when you attacked their families, when you threatened their children, that choice disappeared. What are you going to do? Vex asked quietly. Zarek did not answer. He just stared at the human ships. Inside one of those ships, Commander Rodriguez sat in his command chair. His crew worked silently around him. Sir, should we return to Earth? His second officer asked. No, Rodriguez said calmly. We wait, however long it takes. What if he never comes out? Rodriguez smiled, the same cold smile Captain Chen had shown. Then he will live the rest of his life in fear, looking over his shoulder, knowing we are out there, waiting. That is almost better than justice. He leaned back in his chair. "We are very patient. We have all the time in the world." Back on the station, Zarek sat in a dark room. He looked at his reflection in the metal wall. A warrior who had conquered planets, now hiding like a frightened child. Vorak had been right. The old mercenary had tried to warn him. Never hunt humans. But Zarek had not listened. And now, the humans had come for him. They were not going away. They would never go away. Because humans, Zarek finally understood, did not forget, and they never ever forgave. The truth about humans 3 days passed. The human ships did not move. They stayed in perfect formation outside Station Krell. Waiting, watching, silent. Zarek did not sleep. He could not eat. Every time he closed his eyes, he saw them. The humans in the dark ship, moving like shadows, hunting his warriors like animals. He sat in the station's archives, a dark room filled with data terminals, information about every species in the galaxy. He needed answers. He needed to understand what humans really were. "Computer," Zarek said, "show me everything about humans, everything." The screen came to life. Text scrolled past. Images appeared. Videos played. Species, human. Home planet, Earth. Class, mammal. Average height, 1.7 meters. Average weight, 70 kilograms. Natural weapons, none. Natural armor, none. Threat level, low. "No," Zarek growled. "This is wrong. Show me their history. Show me how they evolved." New information appeared. And as Zarek read, his blood ran cold. Humans evolved on a death world. A planet where everything tried to kill them. Predators, diseases, weather, other humans. They survived by being smarter, faster learners, better hunters. But the way they hunted was what made Zarek's skin crawl. Persistence hunting, the computer explained. Humans chased their prey for hours, sometimes days. They did not need to be faster. They just never stopped. They ran until their prey collapsed from exhaustion. Then they killed it. Zarek leaned back. Now he understood why the humans on the ship had seemed so patient, so calm. It was in their nature. They were built to chase, to pursue, to never give up. "What else?" Zarek demanded. "Show me their wars." The screen filled with images. Humans fighting humans, thousands of years of warfare. Weapons that started as simple stones and ended with bombs that could destroy entire planets. Human history contains over 14,000 recorded wars, the computer said. They have fought each other continuously for their entire existence. The longest period of complete global peace, 0 days. Zarek stared at the numbers. 14,000 wars. They had been fighting and killing each other for thousands of years. And they were still here, still growing, still spreading across the stars. What kind of species fights itself that much and survives? Zarek whispered. He kept reading. Every new piece of information made things worse. Humans could survive on almost any planet. Hot, cold, wet, dry. They adapted. They changed. They made homes in places that would kill most species. They ate poison for fun. Alcohol that would destroy other species' organs. Plants so spicy they caused pain. They laughed while eating things that burned their mouths. They kept predators as pets. Wolves. The animals that hunted them became their friends. They called them dogs and loved them like family. They jumped from flying machines for entertainment. They climbed mountains that could kill them. They dove into oceans filled with monsters. They did dangerous things just to feel alive. Suddenly the door opened. The old mercenary Vorak entered the archives. "I heard you were here," Vorak said. "Finally trying to learn the truth?" "You knew," Zarek said quietly. "You knew all of this?" "Yes." Vorak sat down beside him. "I learned 20 years ago. The hard way, just like you. Why did you not tell everyone? Why did you not warn the galaxy?" Vorak laughed. A sad, bitter laugh. "I tried. Nobody believed me. They thought I was old and scared. Just like you did 3 days ago." Zarek looked back at the screen. "What else should I know?" "They're medical teams," Vorak said. "Human doctors. You know what they do? Heal people?" "Yes, but also they run into danger. When there is a disaster, when there is a battle, when everyone else is running away, human medics run toward it. They risk their lives to save others. Even enemies, even people trying to kill them." Vorak pulled up a video. It showed a human battlefield. Explosions everywhere. A human soldier was wounded. A medic ran through gunfire to reach him. Got shot, kept crawling. saved the soldier, then went back for another. They value life so much they will die to protect it, Vorak said. But if you threaten their families, if you hurt their children, they become something else, something terrible. Zarek thought about the colony ship. The captain had said they had families aboard, children. I attacked their children, Zarek said slowly. Yes, Vorak nodded. You made the worst mistake possible. You threatened human children. There is nothing more dangerous in this galaxy than a human protecting their family. The door opened again. 3 more mercenaries entered. They looked scared. Zarek, one of them said, we need to talk. What is it? We just got word. The humans are not just waiting for you. They sent messages to every mercenary guild, to every hunting organization, to every criminal group in this sector. What kind of messages? The mercenary activated a hologram. A human face appeared. It was Commander Rodriguez from the ship outside. Attention all mercenaries, the recording said. This message is a warning. One of your kind, Zarek, attacked a civilian human vessel. He killed 3 of our people, innocent people, a doctor, an engineer, a teacher. The hologram changed. It showed photos, 3 humans, smiling, happy, alive. Dr. Sarah Martinez, age 32. She treated sick children for free. Engineer James Cooper, age 41. He designed water systems for poor colonies. Teacher Michael Jang, age 29. He taught children to read. The photos changed. Now they showed the same people. Dead, killed by Zarek's warriors. These people had families, Rodriguez continued. They had friends. They had lives. And they died because one mercenary thought humans were easy prey. The commander's face became hard, cold, angry. Let this be known across the galaxy. Humans are no longer hiding what we are. We are apex predators. We evolved at the top of Earth's food chain. We survived ice ages, plagues, and countless wars with ourselves. We made peace with our predators and turned them into loyal companions. We explored our planet's deadliest places for fun. We split atoms and touched the stars. He leaned forward. We are peaceful by choice, not weakness. We prefer to trade, to talk, to make friends. But when you attack our families, when you kill our innocent, that choice ends. His voice dropped lower. More dangerous. We are coming for Zarek. We will wait as long as needed. Days, months, years. We are very, very patient. And we never forget. We never forgive those who harm our children. The hologram showed the 3 human ships again, waiting outside the station. To all mercenaries watching this, learn from Zarek's mistake. Never hunt humans. Never threaten our families. We warned him. He did not listen. Now he will face justice. The recording ended. The room was silent. The message has spread everywhere, the mercenary said. Every station knows. Every guild knows. Everyone is talking about it. What are they saying? Zarek asked. They are scared, the mercenary said quietly. Really scared. Some mercenaries are canceling contracts involving humans. Others are avoiding human space completely. The word is spreading fast. Never hunt humans. Vorak stood up. I tried to tell you, Zarek, humans are not what they seem. They look soft. They look weak. But they are the most dangerous species in the galaxy when you make them angry. How do I survive this? Zarek asked. His voice cracked. The great hunter was broken. I do not know, Vorak said honestly. I survived because I ran fast enough. Because I never went near humans again. But you killed 3 of them. Innocent ones. Humans do not forget that. They will chase you to the end of the galaxy if they have to. Zarek looked at the screen, at the photos of the 3 dead humans. They looked so normal, so peaceful. Not like warriors, just people. People with families who would miss them. People whose friends would mourn them. People whose deaths would be remembered. And humans, Zarek now knew, had very, very long memories. Outside the station, Commander Rodriguez sat in his command chair. His second officer approached. Sir, the message has been delivered to over 500 mercenary organizations. Good, Rodriguez said. And Zarek? Still inside the station. He has not tried to leave. He will eventually, Rodriguez said calmly. And when he does, we will be here. Sir, what if he never comes out? Rodriguez smiled. Then we wait. We have supplies for 6 months. And if needed, more ships will come. We will wait as long as it takes. He looked at the photo on his desk. Dr. Martinez. She had saved his daughter's life once. Operated for 12 hours straight to remove a tumor. Never asked for payment. Just smiled and said, "I'm glad I could help." Now she was dead. Killed by aliens who thought humans were weak. "We will wait," Rodriguez said again. "Humans are very good at waiting." Inside the station, Zarek finally understood the terrible truth. He had not hunted prey. He had attacked a predator. And now that predator was hunting him. Never hunt humans. 2 weeks passed. The human ships remained outside Station Krell, silent, patient, waiting. Inside the station, life changed. Mercenaries whispered in corners. They looked at Zarek with fear and pity. The great hunter had become a trapped animal. Zarek stood at the observation window every day, watching the human ships. They never moved, never wavered, just waited with the patience of creatures born to chase prey until it collapsed. "This cannot continue," the station commander said. He had called Zarek to his office. "The humans are scaring away business. Other ships will not dock here while Earth military is outside." "What do you want me to do?" Zarek asked. "Leave, find another station." "This is not my problem. If I leave, they will follow. Then it becomes that station's problem." The commander's 4 eyes narrowed. "Then maybe you should face them. Give them what they want. They want me dead." "No," a voice said from the doorway. It was Vorak. "They want justice. There is a difference." "Justice means a trial," the commander said. "Human law. You attacked their civilians. You killed their people. They have the right to judge you." "I will die in a human prison," Zarek said. "Maybe," Vorak agreed. "Or maybe you will just spend your life behind bars." "But is that worse than this? Hiding, running, always looking over your shoulder?" Zarek looked out the window again, at the 3 human ships. "I was the greatest hunter in the galaxy," he said quietly. "Now I am prey. How did this happen?" "You hunted the wrong species," Vorak said. "You thought they were weak. You were wrong." Suddenly, the station's communication system activated. A message came through, not to the station, directly to Zarek's personal communicator. "This is Captain Sarah Chen of the colony ship New Hope," a voice said. "I wish to speak with Zarek, in person, on neutral ground." Everyone in the office froze. "The captain from the colony ship?" the commander asked. "Answer it," Vorak urged. "Hear what she has to say." Zarek activated his communicator. "This is Zarek. I am requesting a meeting," Captain Chen said. Her voice was calm, professional. "No weapons, no violence. Just talk." "Why?" "Because I want you to understand something before you face judgment." "Will you meet me?" Zarek thought for a long moment. What choice did he have? Hide forever? Run and be chased across the galaxy? At least talking was something different. "Where?" "Docking Bay 7. In 1 hour. Come alone." The communication ended. "It is a trap," the station commander said. "Maybe," Zarek agreed. "But I am going anyway." 1 hour later, Zarek walked to Docking Bay 7. He wore no armor, carried no weapons. Station security had made sure of that. The bay was empty except for one small ship, a human shuttle. The door opened. Captain Sarah Chen stepped out. She was small, maybe 1.6 meters tall, thin, no armor, no visible weapons. She looked like she could break easily, but Zarek had learned. Appearances meant nothing with humans. "Thank you for coming," Captain Chen said. She walked forward without fear. "What do you want?" Zarek asked. "To show you something." She held up a small device. A hologram projector. She activated it. Images appeared in the air between them. The first image showed a woman, human, smiling, standing in a medical clinic surrounded by children. "Dr. Sarah Martinez," Captain Chen said. "She was not just a doctor. She was my friend. We grew up together on Earth, went to school together. She dreamed of helping people across the galaxy." The image changed. Dr. Martinez treating a sick alien child. The child's parents crying with relief. She saved hundreds of lives, asked for nothing in return, just wanted to help. Captain Chen's voice remained steady, but her eyes showed pain. The hologram changed again. An older human man, smiling, holding tools. Engineer James Cooper. He had 3 children, 2 grandchildren. He designed water purification systems for colonies that could not afford expensive equipment. Gave his designs away for free. Another image. Cooper teaching young engineers, showing them how to help others. He believed technology should serve everyone, not just the rich. The hologram changed a final time. A young man, glasses, books in his arms, teacher Michael Zhang, 29 years old. He taught children to read. Children from all species, human, alien, did not matter to him. He said every child deserved education. The image showed Zhang in a classroom. Children of different species sitting together, learning, laughing. He was going to get married next month, Captain Chen said quietly. His fiancée is still waiting for him to come home. The hologram shut off. These were the people you killed, Captain Chen said. Not warriors, not soldiers, just good people trying to make the galaxy better. Zarek said nothing. What could he say? Do you know why I am showing you this? Captain Chen asked. To make me feel guilty. No, to make you understand what you destroyed. And to show you why we will never stop hunting you. She stepped closer. Humans value life, Zarek. We believe every person matters. Every death leaves a hole in the universe that can never be filled. When you killed these 3 people, you did not just take their lives. You hurt everyone who loved them. Everyone they would have helped. Everyone they would have taught. I did not know, Zarek said. I did not know they were innocent. Captain Chen interrupted. Is that supposed to make it better? You did not care who they were. You just saw prey, something to hunt, something to kill for money. Yes, Zarek admitted. There was no point lying. That is why you will face justice, Captain Chen said. Not revenge, not hatred, justice. You will stand trial. You will answer for what you did. And you will spend the rest of your life remembering the people you killed. What if I run? Zarek asked. Then we chase you forever. That is what humans do. We are persistence hunters. It is in our DNA. We will follow you to every corner of the galaxy. We will never stop, never forget, never forgive. She looked him directly in his yellow eyes.